Hey y'all, it's your girl KV back with another review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all, let's get to it. Season 9, episode 2, Thruple in Paradise. Thruple in Paradise. So we pick up where we left off. They still at the dinner table arguing, Stormy and Melody. Just think where you stand. Your fans, the millimeters out here affecting us, and you need to state where you stand. I don't have to state ish. I don't have to state ish. Okay, girl, say less. Say less. Say less. I thought she was gonna give us a this was up. This was up. That's what I wanted, but say less. Say less. That I have to do for now. Mel says, when you sign up for reality TV, this is the stuff that happens. This is what you have to deal with. She says she even got people that be coming at her in her mentions or in her comments talking crazy that she has had to block. So she's just like, girl, that comes with the territory of being on a reality TV show. Like, don't try to make it as if my fans are the reason. But if it wasn't my fans, it was going to be somebody else's fans. If it wasn't nobody's fans, it was going to be fans of the show that just don't like you. So I get what she's saying. Excuse me. Mel is like, I don't come at you about your fans, your T-Squad, Tisha, and Stormy. I don't know what they call you people, but your Stormishas, I don't talk about your Stormishas. I said that's the Stormishas. And Color Me Pink did not like the fact that she called Tisha's people T-Squad because that's what she calls her people. And yes, I am a part of the T-Squad. Love me some Color Me Pink. Her channel is pretty good. This is a tangent, right? But like she doesn't overdo it. Some people, I feel like they have to report and do a video on every single thing that happens in the media, and sometimes it can just get overkill and it can be like, okay, cool, I'm sure there's somebody that wants the content, so I'm not complaining about them making the content because get your coins, girl, but it be a lot. So it's like, okay, I go to Color Me Pink for when we need some tea, and I don't want to have to sit for an hour to get the tea. No offense, but yeah, y'all, your Stormishas and your T-Squad, okay? So at this point, Stormy is like, okay, well, let me tell y'all, I had to turn myself in, right, for an incident that happened when a self-proclaimed millimeter came to my warehouse harassing me, and my phone accidentally went live. I said, huh? Sis, your phone accidentally went live? What in the Shannon Sharp? Well, I guess this would have been before Shannon Sharp, huh? But what in the Shannon Sharp are you talking about? Your phone accidentally went live. You went live. You went live, and you didn't think that it would backfire on you because you cussed that lady out. Now, I'm not above cussing people out, so I'm not going to judge her because she's human. She's human. Somebody coming at you, you gonna feel the need to defend yourself. So Mel is absolutely blank. I'm like, girl, we can still see you, right? You still at this table. You didn't blink yourself away to go home. Like, Mel was just like, I was like, baby, we can see you. You're still there. But she's over it. She is over it. She's not giving anybody anything. In her confessional, she says, if you got arrested, then that must mean you did something to get arrested. And I was just like, the people ain't gonna like that one. I get she's pointing it at Stormy, but a lot of people might take that as a blanket statement, and I can see people being annoyed or just downright mad about that comment. But she said, if you're arrested, you did something. All these multi-millionaires, but nobody knows how to handle business. If somebody comes up to your place of employment, to your warehouse or whatever, you don't go outside and argue with them. What you do is you get on the phone, you say, hello, Yes, 911. I've got this unruly person up here and I need you to take care of that, okay? Please come ASAP. By the way, I am a black woman. Please tell them that a black person is calling in. Do not shoot me. But yes, girl, that's what Melody said. And I agree because Stormy, if this was a situation where something was to happen or you was to hit that girl or y'all have got to fighting and she had to get stitches or something happened and she was liable to sue you, you got something to lose. You got something to lose, honey. Yes, she was trespassing, but we gotta act like we got something to lose. And for Stormy to be a multi-millionaire, baby, I get it. You're human. You're gonna react to people coming at you. I'm not mad at you about that. But you need some security. Security need to be handling that multi-millionaire. You shouldn't even have to deal with nobody outside. Period. So they move on because Tisha is like, okay, well, I guess ain't nothing gonna get brought up unless it gets brought up at the dinner table. So Trisha, what about those DMs with Martell? What was going on with that? And Stormy's like, yeah, when we went to work out, you said that you never been to his house and da da that. Trisha just gone ahead and admits that she did indeed go to Martell's house. Well, yeah, I lied for a reason. Everybody's like, and she in her confessional getting buck with us, talking about, let me explain this again. Baby, who you clapping at? Who you clapping at? Two, you didn't explain it right the first time. So this ain't you explaining again. This is you changing your story, my boo. So you can pipe down. You can calm all of that down, okay? Nell is like, well, look, we all know that Martell is fine AF, and, you know, so why would you go to his house if you claim you ain't gonna do nothing with him? Go, we know her. we know, okay? I said, come on with the truth, Nell. Come on, that girl is lying. And the fact that she lied before, it really, really, really makes us the viewers, and I'm sure the people that's sitting right there with her, the rest of the cast, makes us feel like you did sleep with that man. You did. And Martell just don't wanna admit to it because I don't know, maybe he don't think you cute enough. Maybe he don't think you as cute as Melody and Sheree and what's that girl name? I don't wanna call her Slaw. Coleslaw, I can't think of her name. He probably don't think you cute enough to claim. I don't know. Y'all probably did sleep together though. We side-eyeing all of y'all. So next we see the OG3, Tisha, Kimmy, Melody. They're hanging out at the pool. At production, we saw Melody's booty. You do not have to focus on it. It was just booty, 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 booty. Zoom in on the booty, zoom out on the booty. Get the booty from a different angle. Booty go in the pool. One more zoom in. One more zoom out. I was like, how much do we... The demographic watching this show is women. Now, granted, I do like women, but that's not the point. We didn't have to see that much of that girl butt. This is not freaking Sports Illustrated. Like, why do we have to see so much of that girl butt? Do you know your demographic? Do y'all know your Carlos King? What do you tell your production team? Y'all must got more men watching this than I want to, you know... I don't know, they just annoyed me to no end because it's like, this is a show like mainly watched by females. Why are they spending so much time on her booty? Know your audience, okay? Do you need to do some market research? They probably do. Tisha asks how Melody feels about the whole Martell situation, learning that Trisha indeed went to his house. She was like, I don't feel no ways. He a hoe. That's why we divorced now, because he was a hoe. Like, girl. They also let her know that Trisha and Stormy left. She's like, without saying bye? I mean, that's just common courtesy. What your mama teach you, you know, as a little kid, that you come and say bye to somebody. And Trisha, we don't even have no problem. I invited her. She should have came and spoke. I completely agree. Even Stormy, even if y'all are beefing, she's here. You invited her. You didn't leave her at home. So she, even if it was a little text, girl, appreciate the trip. We out. Because that probably would have been me. If I ain't messing with you like that, I'm not going to go find you, knock on your room door, and have this whole little thing. Appreciate the trip. We out. But just to leave and not say nothing, I didn't like that. But Stormy says, like, so jumping back to before this, when Kimmy and Tisha was talking to Stormy and Trisha before they left, Stormy said that Chess, her son, has his first t-ball game, so he's excited about that. And Trisha says that her daughter has a recital, but she's going to miss the recital. She said this is the last recital she's got with the company that she's with. And so first I was like, okay, well, why didn't you go home early instead of missing your baby's recital? And then I thought about it. I went back to when I was a cheerleader and a majorette, and I'm like, baby, my mama was not coming to them recitals and to them jamborees like that. Like, she came, but like after 3-4 years, she was not at every one. So I get that you're not being at every one, but why are you leaving now? Why are you leaving early if you're not even gonna make it to her recital? Did they get to you too tough? Was it too hot in the kitchen? And you said, I'ma leave, okay? And so when she was saying bye to Tisha and Kimmy, she was like, see you on the next one. Well, maybe not. I said, I appreciate the awareness. I appreciate the awareness. Don't be like Jacqueline talking about something, I'm here to stay on Real Housewives of Potomac, baby. Appreciate the awareness. So they talk about Trisha's tales, and that's what I call it, Trisha's tales. Trisha and her tales, because she's always just, though nothing ever add up with this girl, because her story is always changing, and they talk about that. Mel said, well, now I see Trisha as a liar. Every time we say something to her, it's different. Like, everything comes with so much and so many stipulations and so many explanations. It's like, girl. Kimmy's like, yeah, I mean, I told her that I like her. She's cool, but it's like everything just comes with so much. So they're all just a little leery of Trisha and what's really going on in that head with that poodle tail on it. Okay, Trisha's hair. Let's just park it right here and talk about hair. And, you know, I don't have the best hair. I don't proclaim to have the best hair. Well, in high school, I was always like hair slay. But like once I got to college, I went natural. Y'all see I got locks now. How far am I in my journey? When I get them done? April? I got them done in April? What is that, 8 months? Something, child. Who knows? I don't feel like counting. But Trisha's hair annoys me so bad. The only time I've liked Trisha's hair is when she just had the regular old, you know, look like a little sew-in, little curls when they had their date night. But this poodle on her head for this vacation, it upset me because it's like, when did you find out about this vacation for this to be the hairstyle that you came up with? You don't do braids? You don't do no type of like flat twisties? Something. You could have got a kinky curly sew-in so that you just could have, I like when she do the kinky curly sew-in. When she do like the long big hair, I like that too. But when she do this ponytail thing with the coming down the front of her face, and then when she do the top bun with, and I think I just don't like this hairstyle at all too. The top bun, when the weave is in the top bun, and then they take the weave from the top bun to make your bangs, hate it. Hate it so much. And while we're on here, let's hop over to Melody, because I hate these braids with a passion. I hate these braids with a passion. Colored braids just never quite hit for me. Before I got my locks, the last time, well, not even the last time I had braids, but I had braids at one point while my hair was, I still had color. I still had color on my hair. It was a little blonde still, like half of it was still blonde. So I was like, should I get some blonde braiding hair? And I did, and I did not like it. I did not like it. Never again. I still got that blonde braiding hair back there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's still back there. It just, if you don't blend it right, it just does not look good. So when people be having the hair, and it look like Melody got the hair that's you know how it be black at the top and then it go into the blonde? That's what it look like she got, because all of this is black and then out of nowhere it just gets blonde, and I'm like, ugh, it bothered me. Then the braids just didn't even look all that neat and fresh like I would think that Melody Holt is coming. But I mean, I hated them. I hated them so much. I really did. I really did. But back to the show. Back to Trisha. Are we back to Trisha? Trisha's liar. Oh, Melody also said that she feels like it's weird how hard that Trisha was coming at Sonny. She said, when you in a glass house, you're not supposed to throw rocks. You ain't supposed to be throwing rocks from a glass house. I was cracking up because I'm like, people in a glass house should not throw stones, rocks, same thing, girl. I got you. We hear and we know what you meant, but it just made me laugh because last episode they was struggling trying to remember what the saying was. What is it? And don't throw rocks in a house, or you ain't supposed to throw rocks when you at a house. They was really trying to figure it out. So that's why it stood out to me this go around, because it's like, you almost had it, boo. You're almost there. So now we see all of the ladies that are still on the trip. So that's OG3, Melody, Kimmy, Tisha, and then the other ladies, which is Sunny, Shanita, Nell, and Mel's other friend, y'all. What is her name? I forgot she was on this trip because she has said nothing. But I guess Shanita probably fills up the air enough for where other friend can't say nothing. So now they're going on a catamaran. I said, yes, come on, luxury. And who we paying for these trips? Is this a production trip, or is Melody like, oh no, we're going on a catamaran? I'm just wondering who put the budget, because I'm like, y'all got it like that to send all of them to St. Thomas and then get them on a catamaran on top of all of the other excursions and stuff they was doing. I said, okay. They said, baby, we spend our money on our people, okay? This ain't no Married to Medicine. What, we on a little tour boat. So that's what be having me confused, because I'm like, do they have to pay for their own excursions? And I don't know. I'm gonna have to find some of these producers and bring them on so we can ask them these questions, right? Y'all make sure y'all like the video, okay? Subscribe to the channel. I was checking out my analytics the other day. Y'all watching, but y'all not subscribing. It's free. It's free, y'all. It is free to subscribe to this channel. Come on, y'all. Help a stay-at-home wife and mom get to monetization on this channel, okay? Just go ahead and subscribe. Tell somebody else to subscribe. Just subscribe, okay? So they going on this catamaran. Everybody's ready. So they, Melody was like, oh snap, everybody on time. Baby, Destiny looked the fuck good in that white swimsuit. She looked so good. I said, ooh, stand on them then. She said, I'm dressed like my old dude, new boo, is on this trip. And I gotta let her know she ain't touching this. And my foot is gonna stay in her neck, okay? That's how Destiny stepped out in that swimsuit. And I was not mad at it. They on a catamaran. They thank Melody for a wonderful trip. And she tells them how the two left without saying bye. So they just kind of like, dang, that's messed up. They ain't even say bye. Everybody kind of chimes in. And Shanita is like, I don't like Trisha, basically. She starts going in on Trisha. She was like, I just didn't like how y'all kept asking somebody for clarity who is not clear. She's not clear. It goes from, oh, I'm not married. Oh, well, I'm married, but I got a boo, but we've been separated. And, oh, well, I didn't sleep with Martell. I didn't go to his house to, oh, I did go to his house. It's just unclear. And everybody is just like, Shanita said, she knows she gave him that little hot pocket. Mel said, allegedly. But mostly everybody feels like she's lying. But Kimmy, when they're having this conversation over here, Destiny, Tisha, and Kimmy are off to the side. Look like they're getting drinks still, because they were just kind of like sitting out, laying out. These three were getting drinks. So as they're having this conversation out, sitting out, laying out, Kimmy Tisha, Destiny over here, and they like, poor Trisha. And I'm like, do they hear them having this conversation, or they just say it in general? But Kimmy just feels like she feels bad that this happened to her in such a large group. She knew it was gonna happen. Being on reality TV, you're gonna have to answer to a lot of stuff. Why my light all the way over here? You're gonna have to answer to a lot of stuff, but she just was like, oh, I hate this had it happen in such a large group, especially in mixed company. I think that's the worst of it all, is in mixed company. But Trisha, you had the chance to tell the truth when it was just Stormy and Destiny there. You had the chance to handle this in a smaller setting, okay? So Nell looks at Destiny and was like, you talk to Lucky? And she busts out laughing. Nell lets us know that Destiny and her son Lance got a little situation going on. Destiny said at first when she found out that Nell was like, oh hell no. But then eventually she was like, okay, I mean, I don't like it, but I do see that y'all got a little chemistry and all of that. Kimmy was like, they were like, oh, so now you gonna be her mother-in-law? And Destiny says to Kimmy, she trying to take your spot. And I didn't catch it the first time I watched it, but my mind had already been there. Because I was like, hide your sons, because Destiny is trying to hook them, okay? First, it was Jalen, which is Kimmy's son. Now it's Lance, that's Nell's son. But at least Lance is more age appropriate. I think Lance is my age, if I can remember correctly. I think Lance is 35, and Destiny, I don't think she's 40 yet. I think she's back in that 37, 38 range. To whereas Jalen was like 23, 24, 25. So at least Lance is more appropriate. And at least she ain't messing with nobody man. Or nobody ex-man. We looking at you, Trisha and Sunny. Yep, that was for you, Trisha and Sunny. So Nell is in a confessional saying that Lance is recently divorced, so he's probably not trying to look for anything serious, but they're gonna have fun. I said, not too recently divorced people. Okay, that should be interesting. Nell then asks, well, they start talking about kids because Tisha brought up Melody asked Tisha how her kids doing. She was like, I know Mila gonna call you and everything. Da, da, da. Yeah, Mila wanna be an interior designer, so she want me to send her pictures of the house and everything. Everybody was like, oh, that's so cute, that's so sweet. Nell turns to Sunny and asks if she got kids. She said, no, but we doing IVF. Tisha is in a confession like, ooh, girl, read the room. Read the room, Nell. I would have never asked that question. You're supposed to be Destiny's friend, and she's staring right there. Ooh, Nell, not a good look, Nell. Not a good look. And Sunny is in her confessional saying that she doesn't want to make Destiny feel bad or awkward or uncomfortable, but she also doesn't want to be mute and, quiet her story and her life because Destiny's here. I said, girl, your whole existence on this show is to make Destiny feel away. Please stop playing with us, because we would have heard of you. We would have seen you before. We've seen producers that kind of come in the frame every now and again, or we see them mention producers every now and again. We had never heard you until it came to us knowing that you picked up her leftovers. So your whole existence on this show is to make this girl uncomfortable. So don't be trying to be in your confessional singing a different tune. We ain't buying it. We are not buying it. And Destiny is in her confessional saying that, she's hurt because she has to hear about a woman planning to have children with a man that she was with a year ago, and they were planning to have children. Crazy, right? So, dang. Half of the episode was the guys, huh? It didn't feel that way. It didn't feel that, well, I guess it did once you really think about it. So, y'all, I'm thinking certainly this little piece of them on a catamaran, I'm like, oh, okay, so this must be the last episode we're gonna get of them being in St. Thomas. Negative. It's a whole nother episode of them being in St. Thomas. I said, all right then. So, like we saw last week with Maurice, him talking to Junior, he told him I'm gonna get up with the guys. So the guys link up to do some archeries and pretty much talk about the women. Everybody kind of struggling, but Ken, he hitting them bullseyes. I said, Ken, show him what you about. Show him don't be playing with you, okay? But Ken, okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, it's 10 o'clock already, girl. Let me hurry up. Jeez Louise. Martell and Fletch pull Moses to the side to see how things are going and see about the house. Because, Martell had showed him a house. He's trying to know where he's standing on the house. The house nice, but he said it's too small. It could be an investment property, but not what they living in. But right now, they're looking for something to live in while they're here. They like, it really ain't none of my business or nothing, but Destiny, are y'all cool? Y'all still in love or whatever? Moses said he feels like that Destiny is still in love with him. They were like, okay, well, for you to say that, you must love her back. I love when the men check the men. They don't let that mess go unscathed. So he's just like, ugh, whatever, They're like, well, I hope y'all thruple work out. He was like, this ain't no thruple. My wife ain't going for that. In the confessional, Marcel says that he values friendship. And if Destiny don't want him to sell the house to them, then he won't. I said, well, that's easy to say after finding out that he don't even want the house. But I think that Martell does value friendship because he had already told Destiny straight up that he had showed them a house. So, you know what I mean? I could take it. He values friendship. He let her know. He didn't let her find out through nobody else. He invited her over, gave her that Inez wine, a glass of wine, and let her know the tea. And she said, well, where's my commission? She gonna let you sell the house. You just gotta give her commission. So now the guys are in the larger group, and they're talking about the throuple. Now, all of the guys are here. They're like, well, how did they get on the same trip? How your ex and your wife get on the same trip like that? And he's talking, and he's just like, well, Sonny was there. Sonny was invited, and then Destiny came later. And then when Sonny came later, I mean, they're like, try not to mix them up. He just flubbing and stuff. So now Moses lets us know that he's feeling away because Sonny is feeling away. Because he heard people was coming for his wife. He looks at Ken. He's like, yeah, your wife was coming for my wife. I said, that's not his wife. That's another man's wife. But, okay. Yeah. He's like, well, I don't know, man. This is Marcel. She trained Destiny. She trained Tisha. I mean, I even heard that she trained Martell. Marcel is hilarious. Martell, ain't no female training me. Ain't no female training me. So they bring up the DMs. Well, didn't you slide in her DMs? Not recently. Not this year. Like a few years ago. He's like, okay, yeah, I did. Ken is just like, well, look, that was before me. It was nothing. I already know about it. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. Marcel's like, no, he was married 5 years ago. He would DM while married. That's crazy. Marcel, we're not buying it. Stop it. Stop with the theatrics, okay? Then Reese said, well, they were on a break, right? They were on a break. And Ken was like, it was years ago. She went to the crib to work out. It just is what it is. Martell claims that she came over there, but she wasn't a baddie like she is now. And he wasn't even trying to try her like that because I guess he felt like she was cuter in her pictures than in person. So he wasn't even trying to try her like that. He said, I just watched some TV with her. Okay, so grown folks just come up each other's house to watch TV when you don't really know that person? Okay. So Kim was like, well, it was nothing. But we had words about it because she did keep it from me. Marceau, he's like me. He said, well, you really weren't there to witness the story, so how we gonna believe your story? So I'm gonna kind of side with what Martell is saying. I said, yeah, I hate when people feel the need to just overly explain what their partners did in their past. Like, that ain't even your business or your information to discuss. It's lopsided, huh? That ain't even your business or your information to discuss. So, Ken was like, listen, that ish don't even matter. She my woman now. We ain't harping on this. She ain't messing with Martell. She's mine. I'ma stick beside her, okay? Ken said, my girl, my girl, my girl. My woman, my woman, my woman. Okay? My married woman, married woman, married woman. Okay? Whatever. Okay? But Kim, he gonna stick beside her. He don't care. Like Marquez said, he let the ground she walk on. He ain't going nowhere. Somebody has to. Good thing somebody does. I was just watching that scene with my husband because I was telling him about it, and I needed him to see how Marceau had to set aside his misogynist act for just a minute to tag into Marquez like he did. So that's fresh on my mind because I was watching that earlier with my husband. But y'all, Courtney, whole time this conversation is going on, Courtney, which is Stormy's husband, he's just like, he looks like he is so over it. I know he got home and told Stormy, I'm not doing this no more. I ain't going to hang out with them guys no more, okay? But in his confessional, he's like, Ken is a patient man, and he really in love. I just hope it works out for him, because he a good dude. And baby, that must have been his pardon words, because right there back at the scene, he's like, all right, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta pick up my car. Yep, I am out of here. Y'all got it. I can't even do all this catty mess, because this whole conversation, Courtney ain't say nothing. I don't think we heard Courtney say nothing. He is a man's man, but not this type of man. Okay? Not the reality TV show type of man. Okay? Not the type that willingly go on there. His wife dragged him on here, and we can tell. So he's leaving. And we already know from Stormy herself that she quit the show. She said she quit the show back in April. So I'm guessing it couldn't have been too much longer after this. It couldn't have been too much longer after this that she ends up quitting. And I get it. It just wasn't a good environment for her. She didn't need the show. Stormy didn't need the show. When we met Stormy, it's because Melody was using her estate for her music video. So Stormy didn't really necessarily need this job, but it definitely helped her with her business, with well, I was about to say roots to riches. Well, I was about to call Stormy business roots to riches. I'm gonna do my sister's review tomorrow. But Canvas Beauty. I'm sure it did wonders for Canvas Beauty. Canvas Beauty, she over there making strides on TikTok, selling out, and just doing big things. So she didn't need this show if it was gonna be detrimental to her business or her mental well-being. So I get it. I didn't think Stormy would come back for the season that this is. To be honest, I thought that Stormy was gonna bend and gone. So back to the guys. Marceau tells Ken, I talked to Marquez, right? He's like, oh, for real? Okay, what y'all talk about? And I just kind of get into the basics. He's like, yeah, he used to work for me when I managed the what's it called, movie theater, and he said that he was married, but I just didn't take him seriously because he was like 19. Like, who married at 19? He was like, yeah, they were high school sweethearts, they got married at 18, yada yada yada. And he's like, okay, well, what was the conversation about? Marcel was like, well, he was like, dude, trying to raise my kids. I didn't leave my kids. I left my wife. And Ken is just saying that he don't even want her. He just don't want nobody else to have her. He just wants her to hurt and not find love again. And that's exactly what it looks like. Because flashing back to the conversation that he had with Marcel, he ain't studying that girl like that. He just want to make sure she ain't out here being all happy and stuff, moved on, got his kids, calling somebody else daddy. Crazy. He's like, listen, I have previously been with a married woman, so I know how this goes, and da-da-da-da. But Reese's like, but why are they still married? And they're all like, so he like being a side dude. I said, I know, right? That ain't something I just would have openly volunteered for the crew. Like, yeah, I've dated married women before. Stop it. Some stuff just keeps yourself, because you on TV. But that's the end of this episode, y'all. It was pretty good. Like I said, we still gonna be in St. Thomas next week. We got, I guess, one more big scene. They're gonna be at dinner, and we know that it goes down at the dinner. It goes down at the dinner. It go down. It go down. It go down at the dinners. It go down at the dinners. It go down. It go down. So it's gonna be interesting to see what is discussed and or argued on the next episode. And then hopefully they are going their ass home, because I'm tired of seeing St. Thomas if I ain't there. Okay? If I ain't the one with my toes in the sand, I don't want to see no more. Okay? I don't want to see no more. But that's it, y'all. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, let me know what you thought about the episode, share this with a friend. I told y'all I'm trying to get some monetization, so help a sister out. Until next time, which will be tomorrow for sisters, I'll see y'all later. Bye.